Age. The Victorian era of British history was the period of Queen Victoria's reign from 1837 until her death in 1901. It was long period of peace, prosperity, refined culture, great advancement in the technology and national self-confidence for the Britain. During the Victorian age, Britain was the world's most powerful nation by the end of Victorian reign. The British Empire extended over about one fifth of the Earth's surface. As you know, that Britishers were there. They were making the world their colonies, and they were trading in the whole world. The industry was its on peak, and they were collecting huge revenue. They have established a large naval force, and they have prepared some type of fleets, ships for trade and making colonies of the world. So that's why this era was very successful era because the British were the most powerful and wealthy people in this very age. So the British Empire extended over about one fifth of the Earth's surface, like Elizabethan England, Victorian English, and uh, the England saw a great expansion of wealth, power, and culture. But as Victorian England was a time of a great ambition and grandeur, it was also a time of misery, squalor, and urban ugliness. If I talk about the Queen uh, Victoria, she born in 1819. Uh, she was uh, a, a very wise woman. At that very age, uh, she became the Queen of England in 1837, just at the age of 18 years. Her first language was German. She was got married with Albert, a German prince. She had nine children. The Victorian period is regarded as the period of peace, prosperity, refined culture, great advancements, and new technology, and the industrial flourishing era. The term Victorian was first utilized in 1851 when the England was celebrating its huge economy, and due to his wealth, they were celebrating the era. If I talk about the Victorian era, this was high Victorian literature and late Victorian literature. So this could be divided into two parts. One could be regarded as high, and other is later Victorian era. The first of all, I want to discuss the idea of Victorian age. You are seeing the slide. The Victorian age, the era of British history, was the period of Queen Victoria's reign from 1837 until her death in 1901. It was a long period of peace, prosperity, refined culture, great advancement in the technology, and national self-confidence for Britain during the Victorian age. Britain was the world's most powerful nation. By the end of Victorian reign, the British Empire extended over about one fifth of the Earth's surface. Like Elizabethan England, Victorian England saw great expansion of wealth, power, and culture. But as Victorian England was a time of great ambition and grandeur, it was also a time of misery, secular and urban ugliness. Mean the England became a populous city because a huge migration happened from the country areas. So there was a misery and urban ugliness, mean there were lack of facilities due to overpopulation in the city areas. If I talk about the growth of Britain Empire, how it happened, so first of all, England grew to become greatest nation on the earth because the English Empire included Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Africa, Kenya, and India. England built a very large navy and merchant fleet for trade and colonization. The British were establishing a huge type of naval army that was used for trade and establishing colonization in the various part of the world. So the Britishers were the people who were establishing this in their own country. The growth of British Empire continued. Important, they were importing raw material from the various part of the world into their own countries where they were preparing goods, and after preparing these goods, they were once again sold out in these countries at a low price. While on the other hand, the local uh, goods were huge prices, and that's why the local industry destroyed. So they were exporting raw material from various part of the world in their own country where they have industry and where they were preparing the goods, and that goods were once again exported to that very country to collect huge revenue. So the growth of the British Empire was based on, they were Britishers were importing raw materials such as cotton, silk, and imported exported finished goods to countries around the world. By the mid 18th century, England was the largest exporter and importer of goods in the world. It was primary manufacturer of goods and the wealthiest country in the world. इंग्लैंड जो था उस वक़्त एक प्राइमरी जो था मुल्क था जो गुड्स को एक्सपोर्ट करता था और रॉ मटेरियल को इंपोर्ट करके उससे चीज़ें प्रिपेयर करने के बाद अपनी इंडस्ट्री में जो कि उसने इस्टेब्लिश कर रखी थी तो दोबारा उन ममालिक में भेज देते थे जहाँ से रॉ मटेरियल जो था वो मंगवाया जाता था और उसको कम कीमत पे बेचते थे। जबकि लोकल इंडस्ट्री में बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगता था, मेहनत होती थी, उसकी प्राइस ज़्यादा थी, तो इस वजह से प्राइस कम होने की वजह से इन्होंने वहाँ की जो लोकल इंडस्ट्री थी वो जो थी वो कोलैप्स हो गई। सो in this way they collect a huge amount of revenue. Because of England's success, they felt it was their duty to bring English values, laws, custom, and religion to the savage race around the world. So this was another feature. Because of England's success, they felt that it was their duty to bring English values. They were promoting their values, customs, and religion in the various parts of the world. In the meanwhile, it started at the end of the 18th century when theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge were connected. जब आप इंग्लिश पीपल ने ये फील किया, जो इनका थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज था और जो प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज था उन्होंने इसको कनेक्ट करने के बाद उसकी फ़िज़िकल जो है वो फॉर्म इस्टेब्लिश की। दे इस्टेब्लिश इंडस्ट्री with the help of theoretical and practical technology. Scientific ideas were applied to the making machines. They used the scientific method to establish machines that transformed the way things were made and dramatically changed people's lifestyle. और इस तरीके से एक ड्रामाई जो चेंज था वो लोगों की ज़िंदगी में आया कि पीपल वर वर्किंग विद देयर हैंड, they were working at their local industry, they were using manpower, but now the machines were taking the place at the place of people. So this was a dramatic change that machines were doing all the things that once the people were doing. A formerly agricultural nation was now based on urban and industrial growth. बट एज इंडस्ट्री ग्रू, लेकिन जो जो इंडस्ट्री का जो है वो फ़रोग हुआ, इट वाज अकम्पेन्ड बाय अ रैपिड इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ अर्बन वर्किंग क्लास पुअर। तो जहाँ पर इंडस्ट्री का जो है वो फ्लॉरिश होना शुरू हुई, तो वहाँ पर जब मशीनों ने आदमियों की जगह लेना शुरू कर दी, दे स्टार्ट टू replace the manpower with the help of machines. So unemployment increased, and the situation of urban area became miser, and the sign of massive change in the English society were visible at that time. The age of steam. In this age, in Victorian age, one important aspect was that the steam engine was prepared, the railway system was established, and mass production was established. So this was another new invention. So the scientific invention, the new education, the new industrial revolution were the main feature of this era. The impact of industrial revolutions, के इंडस्ट्री का जो इम्पैक्ट था इस इनकलाब के ऊपर, तो दैट वाज अनदर फीचर ऑफ दिस एरा। द इमर्जेंस ऑफ ओवर क्राउडेड सिटीज़, वन रिजल्ट ऑफ द एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी वाज द अनप्रेसिडेंटेड growth of cities. People in search of work left the countryside to the work in the factory in different cities in Britain. They had to live in very dirty and unhealthy conditions. There were too many workers and not enough houses. People were living like animals. Diseases raged, hunger, poverty, and deprivation prevailed, crime accelerated, and misery increased. The second thing was child labor. Children were expected to help to support their families. They often worked long hours in dangerous jobs and in difficult situations for very little wages. For example, there were the climbing boys employed by the chimney sweepers, the little children who could scramble under the moving machinery to retrieve the cotton fluff, boys and girls working down the coal mines, crawling through tunnels too narrow and low to take adults adults. So this was another backdraw, uh, black aspect of this flourishing industry, that the children were being employed at the place of elders, and they were utilized where the elders could not work effectively. They were used, the small children were used in chimney sweeper. This was a very famous, William Blake wrote about chimney sweeper once at that time, that the people were exploiting uh, the manpower of children, and they were killing innocent children by the use of this act. They were putting the innocent children's life in danger. If I talk about the Victorian thinkers, there were another writers, the philosopher that were present in that were era. That is another thing. The Victorian thinkers are John Stuart Mill in 1806 to 1873, philosopher who created two ideas. The first was utilitarianism, mean how to utilize the manpower, the customs, and the society's overall use. The object of moral action was to bring about the greatest good for the greatest amount of people. So they were producing goods and they were being utilized by the society. So it was another thought that utilitarianism was the movement of that very era. Liberalism. Governments had the right to restrict the actions of individuals only when those actions harmed others. So people were given liberty, but governments were given this liberty that they have a right to stop the people from those actions which were causing disturbance for the people and creating harms to others, and that society should use its collectively resources to provide for basic welfare of others, also encourage equal rights for women. So this was another. The third thing was Charles Lyell. He was born in 1797 and he died in 1875. He showed that geological features on the earth had developed continuously and slowly over immense period of time. He was a geologist and he was elaborating the idea that how the earth was developing and how the features develop over the period of time. Another theory was very dominant at that time. That was the theory of Darwin, Charles Darwin. He was born in 1809 and died in 1882. He introduced the survival of the fittest of the theory, and this was the scientific theory that was proved, and this was based on logic, reason, and reality. So, this was a very important theory at that time. So, this is a brief introduction about the Victorian age, about their features. If I talk about John Ruskin, the most romantic poet of the Victorian age, he was born in 1819 and he died in 1900. Ruskin's greatest work is as striking as his singularity and instance. For instance, of the effect of evangelism, evangelism and romanticism on an only child. So, another famous writer of this era was John Henry Newman, the master of Victorian New non-fictional prose. He lived from 1801 to 1900. Uh, F. Herbert Spencer. He lived 1820 to 1903. He applied Darwinism to the human society as in nature, survival properly belongs to the fittest, those most able to survive. The social Darwinism used by the many Victorians to justify the social inequalities based on race, social, economic, class, and gender. Another famous writer was Adam Smith, 18th century writer, economist. He was the 18th century economist, held that best government economic policy was to leave the market alone to follow a laissez-faire or let it be policy of little or no government intervention. So this was another important policy of this era that was being utilized by the Victorian writers, and they were elaborating the ideas of this age. Thank you very much. This was the brief introduction about the Victorian age. I hope you will understand and you will continue about the introduction about the values, culture, and the main features of the Victorian age. Thank you very much. Now, if you have any question, you can discuss with me regarding the Victorian age and its impact on the society in that very era and its important features or characteristics in the literature. Okay, the next we are going to discuss. Okay, and the next we are going to discuss. This was the brief introduction about the writers and the Victorian age and what were the features, main features that happened in the Victorian age, the role of women. The if I talk about first of all the role of women in the Victorian age, changing condition of women's work created by the Industrial Revolution. The Factory Acts was established in 1802 and it continued to 1878. The Regulation Act of that it allows the conditions of labor in mines and factories. The Custody Act was established in 1839, gave a mother the right to petition the court for access to her minor children and custody of children under 7 and later 16. So this was the feature of this age, that these acts were made for the rights of women. They can claim their minors, वो अपने बच्चों को अपने पास रखने की इजाज़त ले लेती थी। अगर इस दौर के अंदर ये एक आम एक इशू था, दिस वाज द इशू दैट पीपल स्नैच द स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन फ्रॉम द वेमेन एंड they divorced them, and they were not allowed to get back their minor children. So this was the time of Victorian age that the act for women were established, and minor act, the Factory Act, the Custody Act was established to safeguard the right, and the Divorce and the Matrimonial Causes Act established a civil divorce court. Marriage, Women, Property Acts, these were established in the Victorian age. So this was era in which the women rights were established in the form of acts. Another famous act that was the working condition for women. Bad working condition and underemployment drove thousands of women into prostitution. They were forced to sell their bodies for the sexual purposes, and they earn money from this act. Now, underemployment drove thousands of women into prostitution. They started to sell their bodies for earning their money. So this was another bad aspect of this era. The only occupation at which an unmarried middle class women could earn a living and maintain some claim to gently was that of a governess, mean they were just as serving as a maid. Gender and sexuality in this era was another aspect. The new woman in 18th century, in 19th century, from 18th century to 19th century, smoking, swearing, riding a bike, debating in public, wearing men's clothing, refusing marriages. This was the early women were uh, facing all these and enjoying with all these facilities. The fashion was emerging: smoking, swearing, riding a bike, debating in public, wearing man clothing, refusing marriages, a figure of great sexual, social, and economic independence. In 18th century, women experienced great access to education. In Victorian age, the women experienced great access to education, employment, political and legal rights, and civic visibility. In 18th century, the term homosexual enters in the English language. The people start to marriage with each other. They start to share physical charm with each other. So the governments, on the government level, it was prohibited, and homosexual act was prepared between men, that was banned, and it was declared illegal and punished by the uh, uh, death until 1861. Libaucher Amendment of 1885 mandates imprisonment for any man found guilty of sexual act with the another man. He will be sentenced. So Libaucher amendments of 1885 mandates that were made compulsory that this is punishable for those people who are involved immorality with the other men. The other term was lesbian, that if the women share their physical charms with each other, this was another term emerged in 1890, but do not suffer the same persecution as gay men. Rational was another term. Women unmotivated by the sexual desire, intense, passionate friendship seen as innocent. The end result of this era was feminized male character, the dandy, the aesthetic, uh, the fop, and masculine female characters in the new women in literature was introduced. So, if I talk about the literacy, publication, and reading, so the literacy by the end of the century, literacy was almost universal. Compulsory national education required to the age of 10 due to technology advancement and explosion of things reached, including newspaper, periodical, and books. Growth of periodical novels and short fiction were published in serial form. Reading public expected literature to illustrate social problems. Victorian literature has novel, dominant novel literary form. Novel was a dominant literary form of that very era. Social problem novel, domestic novel, poetry influenced the Romantic period. Dramatic monologue, a lyrical poem in the voice of speaker who is not the poet. Drama that was in the age of Victorian, frivolous, romantic, witty, mocked contemporary values were represented through drama. The drama was mostly satirical in its form. In non-fictional uh, writing, in this age of Victorian age, essays, criticism, history, biography, newspaper, and magazines, these were the famous writing style of the this age. The age of periodicals, the age of reading. If I talk about novel, the earlier Victorian novel, one are most important social problem novel dealing with the social humanitarian themes. The themes of the novels were of this age: realism, criticism of social evils, but faith in progress, general optimism. The main required representative was Charles Dickens. So, by the mid of Victorian novel, if I talk about the mid of the Victorian novel, the novel of purpose. The first was social problem novel. First era was based on social problem novel, and the middle novel was based on novel of purpose. Novel of purpose showing romantic and gothic element and of psychological interest. The main representative writers were Bronte sisters and Robert Louis Stevenson. So the late Victorian novel were naturalist novel near the European naturalism. So the late Victorian novel based on naturalism or European naturalism or naturalist novel near to European naturalism, showing a scientific look at the human life, objectivity of the observation, dissatisfaction with the Victorian values. The main representative writers were Thomas Hardy and Oscar Wilde. So these were the novelists of this age. I hope you have understood the introduction. Inshallah, our discussion will continue. If you have any question, you can